Flavia Asari. I was born in Ghana, west of Africa, and migrated to Canada when I was 12 years old. Ghana is a beautiful place to be. You know, we call Ghana Gold Coast. That is where it has the biggest gold. And that country is rich of gold soil. It also has cocoa, which we use to make chocolates and all of that. So we're very well known for the cocoa farming in Ghana. Growing up in Ghana, and I still do go there, so I still have family and stuff, but the culture, the food, the people there, it takes a village to raise everyone, and they're so committed in, you know, making sure that everyone is good, everyone is taken care of. It's a lovely community to be in. So some of the strength, for sure, I will say, when it comes to togetherness, when it comes to supporting one another. Let's say, you know, your family member is married to somebody in Ghana. When we are coming, we're coming for your whole family. We're coming to support your whole family. We don't pick and choose that, oh, this person is not Ghanaian or this person is not African, quote unquote, but we come together as a family. Whether you're getting married, whether you're having a baby shower, whether you're having a baby dedication, when it comes to celebration, we're there for one another. When it comes to mourning, we're there for one another. Whatever it is that one needs support with, Ghanaians are always there to show up. And that's one thing I just love about our culture. Now, Ghana has over 153 languages, dialects in Ghana. And for me, the one that I know to speak, which is the main language in Ghana, like across board, is Twi. So Twi, Twi, is the main language, or the local language that almost everybody knows how to speak it. There is Ga, there is Fanti, there's Ewe, and then there's the Twi. And then I think there's other small dialects that other people speak. But I only speak the Twi and I speak English. But yeah, it's a beautiful language, and we have so many people even migrate from China to go live in Ghana. It's an easy language, and they've learned to speak it, and they speak it very well, more so than even people who actually were born and raised in Ghana. Ghana is very well known for soccer because, you know, we were colonized by the British, and so soccer is the biggest sport you will ever find in Ghana. After that, you might find, you know, a few people doing hockey or basketball, but the main entertainment or the main sport in Ghana is definitely soccer. Soccer is the biggest thing. So some of the activities that we have in Ghana, we call something called ampe. So ampe is you make a line and then you draw, you know, 1, 2 to 10, and then you play it, you skip it. Skipping rope is another thing that you see all African kids in Ghana doing it. When you walk into the communities or into the villages, you see that the kids are playing the ampe, or they're playing the skipping rope. The other one that I used to enjoy, it's called Ludo. So Ludo is it's a board game. It's almost like chess, but you roll the dice, and it's very big in our homes. I still play it up to this day with my families, and yeah, we challenge each other on it. So it's amazing. Ghanaians love to dance. They love to move around. They love to shake their bodies. We have a few dances. We have Azonto. There's lots of movements in it. We have Adowa. So Adowa is our traditional dance. If someone passes away, or if someone is having a wedding, when you go into the place of the funeral setting, they bring young women or even sometimes older women, and they wrap their head, they wear the kente, and then they do the African cultural dance, the Ghanaian dance, which is called Adowa. So it's a very beautiful dance, and yeah, it's amazing. In terms of food in Ghana, originally There's something called jollof, or jollof is one of our signature food we have. Jollof was originally originated from Senegal. But yes, jollof rice is a combination of tomato sauce. It's almost like jambalaya. Tomato sauce with beef or meats, whatever type of meat you prefer, protein, and then you mix it with the rice on the stove pot and you cook it together. So jollof rice is a signature dish in Ghana. Fufu and soup is also another signature food in Ghana. So fufu is actually cassava or pounded yam or plantain. They will I guess pound it and then mix it together, and then they have soups that they use to eat it. Very, very nice. I know that Ghanaians are very driven when it comes to business. You know, if someone is even working, let's say a 9-to-5 job every day, they still have a side hustle, quote unquote, to say that they do. And Ghanaians are very industrial, whether that means they're cooking, they're cleaning other people's houses, whatever it is that they need to do to raise funds for them to take care of themselves and their family. They're very business-minded oriented. And for me and my husband, you know, I grew up in a household where I said, looking at my parents working and bustling and hustling every day, I said, I just want to do something different, you know, where it's not just the 9-to-5 type of job, but what can I do to evolve and what can I do to leave a legacy for my children? And hence why I decided to go or venture into the entrepreneurship world, where I can create something, and one day, whether I succeed or not, my children will say, oh, but that was my mom's store. That's for me the biggest thing. So as we know, Brooks is the city of 100 hellos. It's amazing to actually walk into a community where you can actually see culture being displayed. And for me, growing up in Toronto, diversity was everything. So culture, I got to see, you know, the Filipinos, I got to see the Brazilians, I got to see the Italians and Nigerians and everybody else, and we all lived very well together in Toronto. And so when I came here to Brooks, I realized that, oh wow, like Brooks actually has a very diverse community. And so far it's been fantastic, you know, seeing everyone and even having the demographic of different culture walk into my store is just an amazing atmosphere to be in. The main religion in Ghana is Christianity, and I'm a Christian. We also have Muslims in Ghana, we have Orthodox in Ghana, we have Jehovah's Witnesses in Ghana, but the main religious state of the nation is Christianity. And being here too, that's what I've been practicing as a Christian. I've found so many churches, and I'm actually surprised that a small town like Brooks actually has so many churches. And when I came here, I was able to visit some of the churches here, and it's been great. So when it comes to our culture, some of the do's and don'ts in Ghana, the do's is when you go to visit somebody in their home, you're actually supposed to take, you know, even a pack of water with you to that person's house. You shouldn't go to anybody's home empty-handed. That's a do. The don't is we don't actually allow people to come into our home bringing their own food, or, you know, going to the grocery store, bringing stuff into the home to say, oh, because I'm visiting you, I'm here to also cook. We actually cater. If you were to visit me for a week or two or a month, it's my responsibility to ensure that you are very well taken care of before you leave my home. So that's some of the do's and some of the don'ts within our culture. So I think for us, Ghanaians, and personally for us, our values is that we are very community focused. When it comes to our families, when it comes to even our parents. We are taught and we are brought up and raised in a way that, there's a saying that your parents raised you when you didn't have teeth. They raised you up and then you grew teeth or you had tooths. And now you get to see your parents lose their teeth. So as they also age, it's your responsibility to also help take care of them. And that has always been something within our culture that is such an amazing thing to have, because we value our parents, we value our families, we value friendship. We don't take it for granted at all. And that value has stuck even with my children, and they see that. And when they go to their schools and things, they care for others because of the way we were brought up and raised. Yes, so thank you for asking about this. This is kente. So our kente comes in different styles, different colors. Each color actually has, it symbolizes something. So I believe the green talks about money and wealth and all of that. The blue emphasizes harmony. The red is more of a fire, so whatever transition you're in life, it pretty much, when you wear the kente, it's supposed to make you feel good, and it's expressed in such a way that we use it during great occasions like weddings, baby dedications, when we have great programs. Our chiefs, they all wear the kente when they show up to, sit down, or maybe they're being visited by other people. I believe Obama was actually in Ghana, and they had sewn the kente for him to wear, because it just signifies, good wealth and success and all of that. Yeah, but it's such a beautiful cloth that we showcase whenever we're doing beautiful events. Migrating from Ghana into Canada, I remember I thought growing up in Ghana and coming here, because English is our first language, I thought I knew English very well. But when I came to Canada, I realized I did have an accent, and that accent was very hard for my Canadian friends or schoolmates to understand. And so the challenge will be, I will say something like water, and they will say water. And that in itself will even sometimes cause a problem between myself and the other students, because I will say, no, it's not water, it's water. And there'll be a little bit of an argument here and there. But the challenge that I think my siblings and myself faced was that we were coming from, a country where people thought that Ghana was like some type of a village where you live and you're sleeping with the lions and tigers and bears, where I never even saw lions and tigers and bears when I lived in Ghana, because I lived within the cities. And so whatever was being portrayed on TV, World Vision, at the time, sometimes we'll go into some of these villages and capture certain things that people were really going through in terms of poverty, but it will be showcased and highlighted in such a way that everybody that came from that country was struggling, which was not true. So the kids will laugh at me. The kids will laugh at my siblings and say, yeah, you guys live in a village, you do this, or you sleep with the cows, or you sleep with that, or whatever be the case. And for my parents as well too, because they grew up in a culture where everybody comes together and support. When they came to Canada, they were not getting that same type of support system when it came to, their co-workers or people within the surrounding areas, or they will walk in the elevator and they will say hello to, a Caucasian person, and they will look at them funny. But back home in Ghana, you can go through the whole community and greet everybody, and you call everybody auntie, you call everybody uncle, and your teachers, you call them sir. You can't say John. You have to say sir or Mr. And so with that, I think that was one of the challenges that I know for me personally, growing up even in middle school, that I faced. And it was something that was hard to overcome, but eventually we got there, and we're grateful that we were able to overcome it. The last thing I think I would like to say is that, you know, Ghana is such a beautiful place, a beautiful country. In as much as, you know, every country has its own political issues and challenges when it comes to health, when it comes to education. I don't think anybody will change it for what it is. And then it's a beautiful place if you ever want to go somewhere to visit. Just take time and go. You will love the people there. You will love the culture. They're very respectful people that live in that country.